I personally think the Denver Nuggets did the right thing and they decided, let's run it back. Let's run it back. This team is good and it was unhealthy last year. And I think they're like, last year was a fluke. Last year was a fluke. Let's run this back. The guys are going to be healthy this year and let's see how it goes. Because if Michael Porter Jr., Jamal Murray, now with the DeAndre Jordan, I'm actually a little suspect personally for whatever they're paying DeAndre Jordan. I would have paid DeMarcus Cousins. Okay, I think Cousins last year showed that he's way more valuable than DeAndre Jordan was. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe some people saw a different side of DeAndre Jordan that I didn't, but that's one I won't. And they brought in, Ish Smith, who's actually a very capable backup point guard. They have Bones Highland. They're probably going to bring back Austin Rivers. Jamal Murray is going to be healthy. I do like the moves that they made, okay? I'm not opposed to anything that the Nuggets did. And let's get right into it. I think they did the right thing and let's run it back, okay? Let's talk about the acquisitions that they did bring in. Devon Reed being brought back, I thought that was awesome. Devon Reed, at the very least, is a rotational role player off the bench who's a 3-and-D guy. Perfect. Every championship team needs that type of player, in my opinion. And they gave the Supermax that we talked earlier to Nikola Jokic that he deserved. They brought in DeAndre Jordan that I talked about earlier that I thought a little suspect that, hopefully they bring back Cousins, but I'd rather have Cousins than Jordan. What do you guys think? Am I wrong for thinking that? I just maybe I'm just being a bit biased, but I thought them bringing back their guy and Devon Reed was smart. But besides that, I also want to talk about the other moves that the Denver Nuggets made, because I thought the Nuggets as a whole, this is going to be the Calvin Booth era, right? But we can all agree that the Nuggets are deciding to run it back, and that's really what they're doing. And I think they're going to bring back Austin Rivers, but they did not extend qualifying offers to Facundo Campazzo or Marcus Howard. I almost said Harris, Marcus Howard. So, acquiring Contavious Caldwell-Pope, in my opinion, 3-and-D demigod. Him and Devon Reed is basically Contavious Caldwell-Pope, poor man's version. I actually think that's kind of like a good, trade-off, in my opinion. And they also put a qualifying offer out to Vlatko Kanchar. My apology. And they brought in Christian Brown in the draft. I'm not a huge Christian Brown guy, but he could be like a better version of Max Strus. And they still have Jeff Green, who I think, if you look at this roster, in my opinion, this is a good team. They draft Peyton Watson, won't do crap, but I think they're going to bring back Austin Rivers. Austin Rivers backing up, Jamal Murray, which I think is going to be cool. They also drafted Ishmael Kamagate, so Ishmael Kamagate and DeAndre Jordan are going to back up, Nikola Jokic. Then you have Aaron Gordon at power forward, who will probably be backed up by a combination, I assume, of Zeke Nanje, and I assume they'll probably put Michael Porter Jr. also at power forward during some certain rotations, but also maybe, I don't know if you put Vlatko Kanchar at there, and Jeff Green can also back Aaron Gordon up, and then small forwards, obviously Michael Porter Jr. I like that. You have now Contavious Caldwell-Pope. If you want to go small there, you can put Jeff Green at small forward to back up our man Michael Porter Jr. You also have, theoretically Peyton Watson if a bunch of injuries happen, but Christian Brown we assume will make an impact because he's 21. So those are all good stuff. They got rid of Bryn Forbes, who was I hope they bring back Austin Rivers, because Jamal Murray and I assume they go Contavious Caldwell-Pope at shooting guard this year, because that wouldn't be bad. And then you have Ish Smith, okay, and Devon Reed, and you have a multitude of guys as well as Bones Highland. Bring back Austin Rivers. And I still think there's a bunch of moves that this team can make, but I really do like what the Nuggets did here. And I feel like this team is going to be fine sooner rather than later. So that's where I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What would you guys have done if you were the Denver Nuggets? Or do you guys like the fact that they're running it back? Because personally for me, I think that's what needed to be done, okay? They needed to, last year was a fluke. It wasn't their fault that it didn't go their way, okay? And for me, if anybody says, hey, that's BS to think that, I don't know, man. It's not fair that every time, they try to do something, people got hurt. So, also, I just think it sucks that Facundo Campazzo is gone. But, hey, guys, I want to hear your thoughts. I do think everything's really interesting with this. But also, Vlatko Kanchar, right? That's how you say it. What do you guys think of him? I don't have much on him, but I mean, I've always been a fan of his, you know, in the sense that, like, I like European players. What can I say? You know, I'm European myself. So is that being biased? I don't think so. I think that's just, you know, I'm a foreign boy. You got to respect the other foreign boys out there. We come in numbers. I don't know, man. That's so stupid what I just said. I hope you guys did enjoy. Like and subscribe. Peep the channel.